Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Taurus, bovine babies, we're doing some interesting readings this week. Oh, itchy back, itchy back. We're going into the Dark Goddess Oracle. We're going into the Divine Animal Wisdom, and I've got my Tarot de la Nuit, my Tarot de la Nuit, and I have Teeny Tiny Everyday Witch all set and ready to go. So this is what we're doing. We're looking at energy outside of you and your energy. These have been very interesting stories. Looking into the depths of humanity, you included in that. So let's get started, Taurus. Anyone who needs calling out this week is getting called out, whether it's somebody outside of you or all of the above. Let's see. What is the energy outside of Taurus and then Taurus's energy? Judgment. This is an energy outside of you. Judgment. Things are being weighed here. Wow, somebody's going through a portal. Okay, somebody outside of you is going through a portal. All right, here, I got the whole... Look at, there's a heart being held. They're being weighed. A heart is being weighed against a feather. A new beginning here. Okay, what is your energy? What's going on with you, Taurus? Someone's having a new beginning. Or they're at the gates, seeing if they're ready to go through. Like the universe is checking on them. Checking it twice. You know, it's just playing out like... If you ever, well, probably most of you have Amazing Race. We have one here in Canada. There's probably one in all sorts of different countries. But, you know when they're doing like something, and then they have to take it to the judge, and then the judge looks at it. No, it just feels like that. The way, like, it's like, okay, no, and then handing it back. But it's like this person is there. It's like Amazing Race. I'm seeing Amazing Race. So I don't know if this person's been going through a lot of competition, if this person's been traveling a lot, if this person's been through a lot of ups and downs, if this person's been stuck at this event, or I don't know what they call each individual race point stop or whatever. They've been at this. I feel like somebody outside of you has been at this, at something for a while. And here they are. They've brought it up to the judge. And it's being weighed. Okay, I keep shuffling. I want Taurus's energy. Taurus's energy. I'm sorry, I stopped. I had to go back there. I know it's not your energy, but if I didn't say it, it would have gotten lost. Okay, Taurus. What a shit me. What are you doing? Are you the judge? What is... You've got Isis, resurrection. You're the judge. What is this? What is going on? Purification. Oh my God. Oh, this is the craziest energy, Taurus. You're purifying something here. Are you purifying this person? Or you're waiting, I don't know. Tons of Egyptian energy. Well, except for this one, of course, Aztec. I believe it's Aztec. It looks Aztec. Now, I'm just thinking about this because I'm looking at these two, like what's going on here, and I'm thinking, you know, if you walked into the wrong Aztec, is colony the right word? I don't know that would be, or tribe, or, you know, you might be on the sacrificial table. They might be ripping your heart out of your chest and sacrificing. Like there was a lot of sacrificing that used to go on back then, right? But we're purifying this. Purifying a sacrifice. Now, okay, some people might say, well, Cindy, I'm having a resurrection. I don't think so. Not with what this is. I think you've already had one. And I think because Isis is the one who resurrects, put her husband all back together again, gave him the golden penis. There's debate over that. Some people say that she just used her thumb. Okay, can we just stop for a second? If any woman out there, or anyone who likes men out there, if you're going to put your partner back together again, and you have the choice of using your thumb or a golden penis of any size, what are you going to use? Come on, let's be real here. So, I'm really curious to pull out these cards, see where this is going. I just want to say that there's something really deeply spiritual about something between you and someone else. Very spiritual here. Really spiritual. In some way, you purify each other's energy. This person is coming through a portal, and I'm guessing they're coming towards you. And you are resurrecting them, Taurus. It's like you're there for this person's new beginning, right? Judgment, you rise up from the coffin. What's she standing in front of? A coffin, a sarcophagus. That's just crazy. Some of you are really good, like with your Egyptian deities and gods and pharaohs and everything too. Like maybe there's even some sort of connection specifically between these two. I don't know. I don't know. Someone's getting ready. Someone's being judged right now. They're handing their project to the judge. It's okay. Can I go? And then there you are to resurrect. No way. Sacrifice? What was he saying like with this? Something's being left behind. Something has to be left behind here. Because the heart's got away like a feather. It can't come forward with things from the past. So somebody here has to leave something behind. And then here you are, Isis, groundedness. Because we got the Aztec energy again. And the groundedness with the resurrection feels a little oxymoronish, right? Like you can't rise up. I'm going to stop this from happening. Leadership. The elephant. Well, I'm not sure what's going on here. This energy is sacrificing something. There's two ways I'm going to take this. I'm hesitant to take it two ways because we have the Aztec energy showing up twice here. And the Aztec at the beginning of this reading came up as like ripping someone's heart out of their chest or using them as a sacrifice to purify the gods, to appease the gods. And resurrection with groundedness. It could be trying to make like a new beginning, like real in the 3D, like grounding this, making it realistic. There is a possibility here of trying to prevent. Is it your own though? That could be the question. trying to, yeah, we need the tarot. This is, absolutely. The energy outside of you is easier to understand than yours. Yours is a little, that grounded card made a little bit complicated. It's like somebody outside of you knows that something must be left behind to have a new beginning, to get past this gate. But you know, I almost feel like you've already been past that lesson at resurrection. But why is the resurrection grounded? Is it grounded like literally like trying to stop it from taking off? Or is it grounded? And you know, maybe there's some practical things going on that it would be. Or is it trying to make it not just something that you feel and visualize, but something that exists, that you're experiencing? The Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands. Yeah, something from the past that can't come forward. And it's almost though this person doesn't want to see that. That there's a sacrifice that has to be made. Yeah, this person, I feel like this energy outside of you, this person is stuck at the gate. But the Two of Wands. Because it's almost like they're still stuck on something from the past. So they're not getting forward here. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe if you're waiting for this person. Because your resurrection is grounded. Either you've had it or you're holding it off. And it could be something from this person's youth with the Page of Pentacles. Something's got to burn away. You know, it's almost like the youth is what needs to be felt in the heart as it's weighed. And the heaviness must dissipate, must leave the mind, because the Nine of Swords is the mental anxiety that exists in the mind. So I would describe this too as the sacrifice that must be made for someone to move forward here is some sort of thinking around who they are or what their value is. Trying to purify that. Okay, you, the Fool, well, that is a new beginning. The Five of Pentacles and the High Priestess. This is like having your new beginning, getting out of the coffin and realizing, wow, I don't have anything. Nothing here. Five of Pentacles. Just you and your own intuition. You and your own deeper knowing. Boy, you guys have the most mysterious reading out of everybody so far this week. Like, it's almost as if there's an intense connection somehow between you and this energy outside of you. I can't quite place how they come together. I don't know if these are energies that haven't met yet, but they're significant for each other. And these energies have met. But I want to say there's some sort of area of separation that is existing between these two energies. Because this person, they're at the gate. They're in the amazing race of life, and they're at a gate trying to get the judge to see if they can move forward. I don't think they can. There's something you have to sacrifice here. You're not seeing what it is. Your brand new beginning is you take nothing with you. except your intuition and your spiritual presence. That's pretty deep. Whether anyone gets it or not. So in some ways, I feel like you already know the answer that this person is searching for. Is you take nothing with you except your own spirituality and your own deeper knowing of who you are and how you exist in the universe. The Nine of Wands. Nine and 10. I feel like the Nine of Wands is symbolic of this person's energy. Right? Like they're in the game. They're still in the game. The amazing race of life here. They're still in the game. The Judgment card. Yeah, it's clear. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, or whats, man. The Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. This is a solid, clear fact. There's no way around it with this Judgment card. There's only one way through, and it's really clear. But I don't know if it's clear to this person, though. We'll see. We'll see how this develops. Once you know this, you cannot unknow it. And it's just like, wow, how did I not know that? There's no bias in this Judgment with the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. It's pretty factual. It literally almost feels like if it was some sort of competition in the Amazing Race and you're putting something together or collecting something, it had to, you know, be presented at the judge, and it had to be 18.2 ounces. Like that's it. If it's 18.15, no. If it's 18.25, nope. 18.2 ounces. That's what it's got to be. Sacrifice, the Bull. The Knight of Pentacles. There's really no plan for this. You can't make a plan. I just feel like this long and steady, arduous plan is not the way forward. It just looks like the way forward is a solid, clear fact. You can't really even make a plan about this. The Page of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Pentacles. This is where, you see, this is kind of like that youthful energy that comes in and like creating magic. And it's almost as if it's the Amazing Race of life, but it's the Magic Tarot edition of it, where you create something, but you're creating it, you're manifesting it. It's like Hogwarts. And then you create this in your hand, and it's pure. It's come from the purity of you, the magic of your essence. And then you bring that up to the judge to weigh it to be 18.2. Right? Because this is clearly where things shift. But it's mastering this. It's kind of like, you know, if you do something for the first time, you've never done it, whether it's playing a card game or, I don't know. I don't want to put a sporting thing in, because just some people are just not naturally, you know, coordinated. But it's almost like, or the first time you do something, I'm just going to do cards. And you know how like you go and let's say it's a euchre tournament. Somebody quickly shows you how to play euchre and you win every tournament. You're like, boom, boom, boom. Because there was no thinking. You were just in it. You were just doing it. You had no background on it at all to really overthink anything, right? You know, we're coming up to the Nine of Swords. And you're so good at it. And then the next time you go to the euchre tournament, now you're thinking about everything you did in the last tournament. You're thinking about everything. You're thinking about how the people played prior. Like you get to that table. Oh, I remember how they played. Oh. But you see, that's the downfall. Because that's what it feels like. Like it's, you have to keep this concept of the first time you came into the game. How did you enter it? Which is very hard to do once you've played the game a few times. And then the Nine of Swords, why can't I win now? Why can't I win? And then you just get into this, okay, it's because I'm thinking too much about, so I'm going to think to not think. Like you can't do it. The Nine of Swords. The Five of Cups, yes. And then it starts playing on how you feel. It's like this person is trying to think up a plan. It's as if they're trying to think up a plan to get them somewhere. And they'll be patient. They'll really focus on it. But I feel like every time they engage in this plan, now, see, now they're over here into the Two of Wands, like trying to reclaim something from the past. It's almost like they're losing it the more times they try to do this. They get further and further away from this initial, what do they call it, like beginner's luck. But I think it's almost like beginner's mind. Is it luck, or is it just the fact that there's no anticipation, there's no thinking about what you're doing, you're just flowing through the game? The Two of Wands. The Eight of Wands. The Ten of Wands. The Empress. It does. It becomes very, very hard. It almost feels like every time this person re-enters the card game, they pick up more habits, they pick up more thinking, they pick up more patterns about why they're not winning. Right? And the other side of this is the success, is the rebirth, is something to be born here. Is it you, Taurus? Because this would be your card. The Empress, Venus. Is this person trying to connect with you? Is this person seeing something in you that they're trying to achieve? But they don't, yeah, no. I'm feeling like, honestly, frustrated and sympathetic towards this energy, because it's not, it's like, well, you have to try to do this, but it's as if every time you try, that takes you further away from the beginner mind. It's a conundrum over here. Oh my, okay. You've got resurrection and grounded. Resurrection. Resurrection. Look at, you are. I feel like, is that twice now? Cards have full on flipped face up and then done a double flip and gone back down. That has honestly happened here twice now. Come on. I don't know that I've ever done that twice in a row. So it's like you're holding back. So I don't know how you're connected to this person. You're not having a new beginning because you're waiting for them to rise out of the coffin. It really is like Isis and Osiris here. It's totally like that energy. So I don't know. It's a pretty strong spiritual connection. And you are standing here almost like you are like a vigil on this coffin, waiting for them to come up. I'm going to try again. Resurrection. The Six of Swords. Okay, that is somewhere. You're going here. You've got to go there eventually. Groundedness, though. Yeah, well, that's where you're going. Where are you taking it, right? Groundedness. And what do we got here? We've got temperance and we've got the King of Swords. It's like you're waiting. You are waiting for this person to figure it out. It's almost like a teammate. It is like a teammate in The Amazing Race. I don't know where you got this. It's like a teammate in The Amazing Race. And you both have to go through this together. At least that's what you understand. And that's what you're doing here. The Fool. The Strength card and the Eight of Cups. But you can't give them any hints. That's what that feels like. You can't, somehow you cannot tell them the answer. The Strength card and the Eight of Cups. So it's being strong enough to not be emotionally connected to this. So I can already see some of you are going to be talking about someone from your past and perhaps a spiritual awakening that you've had or something that you've accomplished in your life. And I think through that accomplishment, there is some form of sacrifice that takes place here. There definitely is some form of sacrifice that takes place. I think you have gone through the scales of justice, through the portal of judgment here. You've had your heart measured against a feather. And somebody's not keeping up with you, or you're ahead of this person somehow. Because I really do feel like with judgment and this resurrection that you've both been through something, but I feel like you've been through it first. And you're having a new beginning, but it's like a stasis with temperance and groundedness. And the Five of Pentacles, the King of Wands, now we had leadership. Yeah, you had leadership with the elephant. This is really needing to be a strong leader, because this is not a leader who's taking conquest towards great things. This is a leader who's like, this is a time to sit in darkness. This is a time to sit in lack. And the High Priestess. The Two of Cups. Shit, this is someone for you. The Fool card at the bottom. This is your partner in the amazing race of life. That's how I would describe it. And they're held up at the judge. Held up at the judge. And in some ways, I feel like you're waiting for them. You know, almost tarot readers will tell you, don't wait for people, but I don't know what you're doing. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. You're doing something with your life. Yeah. Because purification is what has to happen for them to go through. There isn't even much of an answer here for them. It's actually like, I don't know, a puzzle. I'm going to go do the extended. I'm going to go do the extended Taurus. I'm just going to keep pulling cards out and see where that goes in the extended for this really interesting reading. Thank you so much, bovine babies. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.